Charlie Spink. Best choreographed set you're gonna see all night, right there. You've all seen Magic Mike Double XL, that's Magic Mike Triple XL, right there. The open mic, that's how I do. But you heard the name, Charlie Spink. Sexy sounding stage name. I'm here to tell you, it's real. It's what I was born with. I woke up like this, flawless. But last week somebody told me they love my stage name, and that got me thinking, what is the greatest stage name of all time? And unfortunately for yours truly, that's already been taken. I'm gonna go old school and incredibly Caucasian. Greatest male stage name of all time? The star of Mary Poppins, Dick Van Dyke. That's right, Dick and Dyke working together. It's a rare collaboration because in the animal kingdom, they hunt the same thing. Beaver. Damn, that's right, beavers make dams, that's what they do. It's a good Natural Geographic question right there. But Wikipedia, I was surprised to realize Dick Van Dyke, not his birth name, oh no. Dick's birth name? Penis bus full of lesbians. But his agent made him change it because it sounded too Jewish. Hey, speaking of the Jews, they're my favorite endangered species. And much like the Jews, I'm always out to save some money. While my fellow Caucasian brethren shop at Macy's, Kohl's, Mervis, California, R.I.P. That's right, pour out some Voss water, that's what we do. I get my shop on at the Dollar Tree. Any Dollar Tree fans? Yeah. Saving like Jesus. Do you think the workers at the Dollar Tree get an employee discount? That's sad, they have a 401k with 98 cents in it. But this is a fact, Sacramento. You can walk into your local Dollar Tree, I've done this, and purchase a gift card. But they have standards. Right by the register, it's pasted. Minimum gift card purchase amount, $1. I've done it, it's a dick move. I've done it on Father's Day. Sorry. Buy your own tie, Dad, you know my budget. And if you buy a $1 gift card, completely true, they give you 2 receipts. Dos recipitos. For those of you in the kitchen. Sorry, that was borderline. I should have let that cross.
Oh my gosh.
I'll deport that from the set next time. I won't even put it in there. I'll build a wall to separate me from the end of that joke, if I have to. The first receipt is for the gift recipients, so they can activate their dollar. Yeah. And the second is for the gift giver. It just says, "You're a cheap asshole." That's making the story. I'm a cheap asshole. But speaking of being cheap, I'm a fan of saving money, but not when it kills romance. Any dating going on here? By round of shriekish orgasmic applause. Anybody? No? Well, what I like about these young kids is they don't call it courtship anymore. They use this phrase, Netflix and chill. Have you heard this? They'll say, you know, I'd like to take you out for dinner or movie. They just text, "Hey girl." All text, all caps, no respect for grammar. Yep. Let's Netflix and chill. Eggplant emoji. Like, I'm not a vegan.
Peanut emoji.
I don't know what those mean. But I am married. Sorry, ladies. I do most of my stand-up in San Francisco, so sorry, fellas. Hey. I know my market, and it's south of market. If you guys are from the city, you know. But even in my swinging single days, I was too busy. I would never have time to Netflix and chill. Oh no. I would DiGiorno and porno. That's right. There's a cheap and convenient way to satisfy all your body's holes. That's right. See, we're hearing laughter over here. That's great. Over here, I'm not hearing any laughter, so I have to know with my DiGiorno joke. Was it my delivery? It's not delivery, it's a DiGiorno joke. I'm sorry. That was cheesy. That was extra cheesy. But you guys are hot and ready, so I gave you a slice. I'll give you guys a little peek into my world, my family upbringing. I had a mother and a father, the complete set. And they were always very supportive. I'd come home from school every day. My mom and dad would be in the kitchen. And I'd just kick open that swinging door. And say something sweet. Like, bitch! Make me a sandwich. And my mom would say, Charlie, don't talk to your father that way. Just don't.
Yep, he's from Oakland.
He's from Oakland. He'll slap me to San Francisco. That's what he'll do. No, but I remember when I told my dad I wanted to be stand-up. He was supportive-ish. Said, well, Dad, I'd like to be a stand-up comedian when I grow up. He says, well, son, there's plenty of guys in the minor leagues that can hit a fastball. But not everybody goes to the pros. So I thought about that, and now I'm on steroids. You guys can tell. I think you're supposed to work out after you use the steroids. I'm not entirely sure how that works out. But this one is dedicated to the Bay and to the ladies. Hey, ladies. If you've got a vagina, and I know a lot of you do, and you also have a boyfriend or husband who drives a Prius, then mathematically speaking, you've got two pussies. Two pussies. It just adds up. It's beautiful. You see, I don't care if people laugh at that joke. I wrote it 10 years ago. I've got great mileage out of it. Yes. See how quiet it got? That joke is still on. It's electric! It's electric. Me, Slapper, Chris Brown, Rihanna's face right there. No, that's a sensitive topic. New Year's resolutions, they're coming up. I know that I failed on mine. My New Year's resolution for this year was to stop joking about religion on stage. Because I feel like some things need to remain sacred. I don't joke about Islam in my act. Because I'm afraid those jokes are gonna bomb. Just like that did! Yes, it brings down the house, both towers, sorry. That was an inside joke. Inside joke! Rest in peace, George Bush Sr. I no longer tell jokes about being Catholic. Because I don't like my material to rub people the wrong way. Hashtag priests. Hashtag little boys. Hashtag shh. These are my confessions. Yes. I just ushered in that part of that joke right there. Usher. His voice makes my booty go. I don't tell jokes about Jehovah's Witnesses. Because those jokes are just really annoying. I'm sorry. And nobody likes knock-knock jokes, nobody. I don't tell jokes about being agnostic because, well, I guess I don't really know. Like, who can really know? It's like the atheist material, I don't believe in it. And contrary to earlier in my set, I'm no longer going to joke about the Jews. Because I feel like all my Jewish material went just a little too long around the tip. If I could trim something off the end of each of those, that would be a worthy sacrifice. Keeping it real. Keeping Israel on that one, I did. But my wife and I, we have 2 kids that we know of. She know. My wife is a biracial goddess. She is half white, half Filipino. I would like to say half vanilla, half Manila, right there. But they say that comedy is all about tragedy and turning around, so This is hard to admit, but I feel a pretty good connection, you guys. Last year, my wife was diagnosed with Filipino breast cancer. Yes. See, I was feeling her breast and there was a lumpia. It's okay, we got it removed. We served it with rice, it was delicious. I don't mean to play the rice card, but as a white man, I tend to think that white rice is just a little bit tastier than brown rice. Does that make me racist? I don't know. See, I'm glad. Sometimes with the white rice joke, people get steamed. They get steamed! Say walk! That's what you make it. Yeehaw. No, but I have 2 little kids, and I guarantee that my youngest son is going to become a greater comedian than I could ever be. Because he has good comedy chops. I was reading him a book about a riverboat going down the mighty Mississippi. And I stopped him mid-sentence to drop a shitty dad joke. I said, Mississippi? What about Mr. Sippy up high? And he gave me a high five because he loves me even though I'm not funny. I didn't think he got the joke until the next night we read Fievel, An American Tale. You guys familiar? It's about a mouse that moves from Eastern Europe to New York City. So my son stops me mid-sentence. Daddy, New York City? New York? What about Mr. Sippy up high? And I gave him the high five. And he looked up at me and I looked down at him. Because that's how height works. And he said, Daddy, when I grow up I want to be a comedian just like you. I said, son, there's a lot of guys in the minor leagues that can hit a fastball. And now he's on steroids. You guys have been beautiful. I've been Charlie.